Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Angela Wright with Wright Wealth here. Just a quick market update following Wednesday's 1,100 point drop in the Dow, a move that understandably caused concern for many. My goal in this brief update is to provide you some perspective and just help you make sense of what's happening. First, while an 1,100 point drop in the Dow might sound alarming, it represents only about a 2.5% decline. To put this in context, when I first began advising in 2001, a drop of 1,100 points would have been equivalent to a staggering 10.5% decline in a single day. So it sounds like a huge drop, 1,100. We're used to hearing things like 200 down on the Dow. But shifting our focus from those points over to percentages is a really valuable way to reframe the fluctuations and better understand their true significance. So I don't believe yesterday's was as significant as the news outlets would have you believe. Obviously, we never want to see losses in our account of any size, but we also know that that's a part of investing. There are fluctuations in the market, and currently, with the Dow up over 42,000, 1,100 points is just not as staggering as it used to be. Second, it's really important to recognize that market volatility around Federal Reserve decision days and the days that follow is not unusual. And that's what happened here. The Fed came out, they lowered rates to another target. We're targeting 4.2 to 4.5%. And they were hawkish, which I think should have been the word of the year instead of brain rot or whatever it was. But essentially, the economic numbers weren't as strong as people expected. And so that will cause a market decline. This kind of turbulence really does grab headlines, but it tends to be temporary. History bears this out. During the last 5 cycles of lowering interest rates, so over that period of similar conditions, there's only one instance of a bear market, which is when the markets go down more than 20%, and there were no recessions in the following year. So that historical information underscores what we're seeing now, and likely that it's just short-term noise. I also want to address the surge of alarmist narratives on social media that often accompany days like yesterday. And you'll hear claims like the market is crashing or you need to abandon stocks. It's always that person on Instagram with the big red bar and the alarm bells. When you see that, I want you to immediately get your discernment hat on, because what they're going to say is the stock market is dead. Abandon it. For what? Gold, silver, cryptocurrency, real estate. And oh, by the way, you should invest with them. They're selling you something. So it's important to remember that these voices often have an agenda. They may thrive on fear to capture attention or sell you a product. As the saying goes in journalism, if it bleeds, it leads. So it's really critical to filter these messages and just stay focused on your long-term goals, not the day-to-day gyrations in any investment market. And, finally, people look at me and say, well, Angela, there's this new administration I'm super nervous about how it will impact the economy. But history tells us that the US economy is incredibly resilient. Through different administrations, market cycles, wars, global events, American innovation has consistently endured, creating value for investors over time. And I want you to stay focused on that. As always, I encourage you to remain informed and aware of market developments, but remember, these day-to-day reflections are not, or day-to-day fluctuations, are not a reflection of, the overall health of the market or the economy, and they probably have no bearing on your long-term investment strategy. Your portfolio is designed to weather these ups and downs, and opportunities often arise in these times of volatility, such as buying quality investments at a discount. Buy low, sell high. In order to get that, you have to go low sometimes. So with that, I wish you peace, rest, enjoy this holiday season. Let's look forward to a new year filled with opportunities and growth. And together we'll navigate the markets with confidence and clarity. Have a great weekend.